a panic created to change to scare off some weak retailers. We can only go long when the charts will start to improve. Because हमारा एक व्यू था that if Bank Nifty goes below 36,600, charts become weak. If Nifty goes below 17,000, charts become weak. So वो हो गया है. So how do they become strong? Two things should happen. Number one, you can see that the sell-off has happened from 17,100. I just go back on the chart. You can see the sell-off has happened. Support क्या था? Support was 17,100, जो हमारा low था मंडे का. Market came over here and bounced back. मतलब यहाँ पे कोई support है. So sell-off has happened. यहाँ तक तो normal selling है. मेरी बातों का मतलब समझना. Till here was normal selling. क्योंकि ये support था. Below this, you can say it's a breakdown. So if the markets are coming again to 17,100, this is not where you can go long because यहाँ पे एक resistance है. Earlier support acting as resistance. So we can go long. So if you start to see some kind of selling pressure here, then again the market can come down. So when can we go long? There are two scenarios now. We will not go long at the bottom. We will only go long if market goes above 17,100, जो हमारा previous support था, give some kind of a build up over here and then goes higher. So that could be a place where we can again enter long. So will we enter aggressive long? So I would say this would be a time where you can do some put shots. You can sell some puts because volatility is still there. When can you start to get into calls again? Safety कब मिलेगा? Because अभी आपको डर लग रहा है. If you are observing market, एक तो market 2 दिन profitable था. और 17,500 trade जिन्होंने भी 280, 290, 300 का लिया था, उनका आज 2:30 बजे तक प्रॉफिट था और 2 बजे तक प्रॉफिट था. But because of this खराब हो गया. So this panic is coming in. Premiums are decay very fast. So when can you again start entering into aggressive calls? That view becomes very clear once the market starts to go off 17,300 because this level has been tested multiple times. तो इसके ऊपर automatically the gap filling will come. मतलब यहाँ पे आपको फिर 200 पॉइंट का गैप मिल जाएगा. That is a place where you can easily start to enter calls. So this is what the view should be going forward. अगर आपने लॉन्ग जाना है, देखो शॉर्ट के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है बिकॉज मार्केट ऑलरेडी डाउन है. सो इफ द मार्केट इज कमिंग अगेन टू दिस जोन गिविंग सम काइंड ऑफ सेलिंग प्रेशर, को नेगेटिव कैंडल्स दिखते हैं, देन अगेन यू कैन सेल सम कॉल्स एंड मेक सम मनी. बट इफ द मार्केट इज holding the 17,100, spending time above 17,100, that is when again you will start to become good and you will expect and you will reasonably expect that this low has been an important low. So this is how we have to go forward. One thing, I again talk to myself, ran to myself that it was 20th of April. Maybe this is the low, but I will not take the risk now. I will not take the risk because I've taken a 50 loss. So I'll have to be very, very cautious. So if I want to enter tomorrow, and if I expect some reasonable support again coming at this price, I will sell some puts. So I will, puts below 16,800. So I get reasonable safety. So हमें आपको एक आज नोट शेयर किया because I didn't read the entire conversation I was on, but I got a gist out of it that people are finding it hard and people, when they face a loss, they feel defeated. So I just shared something that Gann wrote in his book Proof of the Stock Tape, that when you pursue any career, it takes time. You spend 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So why in the market we just give 1 day, 2 day, 3 day? इसको भी टाइम देना चाहिए. So think about that line and I hope कुछ आपको समझ आया. Okay, so why is it going? Someone is saying why is it 60? This is last traded price. जो आपका निफ्टी बैंक के जो भी स्टॉक्स हैं उनका there are two things. There is one last traded price. This was 16,869. मतलब यहाँ पे मार्केट बंद हुआ है. And होता क्या है? The last 30 minutes in our Indian markets, there is a weighted average. Markets average करता है of the prices. What was the average price being traded? So that has come up to 16,960. मतलब market has spent the most time at this price. So उसको market आपको closing दे रहा है. So the closing on the chart will be 16,960. But right now you will see this price because ये आपका last traded price है. इसको इस तरह आपको समझना पड़ेगा. Okay, is the voice clear now? आपको अब voice आ रहा है? Is it clear now? Okay, sorry about that. It's not. Yes, okay. I'll just repeat what I was saying. See, there are two things when you in Indian markets. There is a last traded price. मतलब what was the price where the market was trading the last? This was 16,869. The other price is the weighted average, मतलब the last 30 minutes of trading. अगर आप उसका average करो, कि what was the average price being traded? That was 16,960, जो आपको यहाँ screen पे दिख रहा है. So that is the closing of Nifty. But again, we are not very much focused on this right now. This is what we'll have to take into consideration. So this is the weighted average price. की average price कितना चलता है. So going forward, कुछ आपको आज मैं rules सिखाऊंगा. We will get into that later. I'll just give a very small brief about Bank Nifty. See, Bank Nifty is doing okay. The only problem that I see in Bank Nifty is the HDFC Bank. आज भी हमने if you saw the live market today, in the live market, ICICI was up 2%, Axis was up 2%, Kotak was in green, SBI was in green 2%. But everything fell down in the last half an hour when Kotak fell down, because Kotak is the favorite of FII. More than ICICI, Kotak is loved by FII, HDFC Twins are loved by FII. That is why गिरने लग गया, HDFC बैंक गिरने लग गया, ICICI led off the game, so सब market में गिर गया. So even right now, I would say if you talk about what is stronger and what is weaker, I would still say the banking stocks are a little bit weaker. It is just a matter of time when HDFC Bank starts to cover their shorts, and the moment when the FII start to say that it is finely valued, इसका value ठीक है, अब इसको और नहीं गिराना चाहिए. Once HDFC Bank stabilizes, I believe Bank Nifty should stabilize. So it all depends upon when is that the question. But coming to Bank Nifty, you can see that the selling has come from 36,600, जो हमारा एक support था, हमारा जो crucial level है. So अगर आपको अब bullish बनना है, it is advisable. आप ये नहीं है कि सुबह market खुला आपने buy कर लिया just because SGX Nifty is trading above 17,000. For you to become bullish now, we will wait for market sustaining above 36,600. इसके ऊपर बुलिश होंगे, या तो एग्रेसिवली बुलिश कब बनेंगे? अबव 37,000, जो हमारा आज का हाई है और जो हमारा आज का हाईएस्ट 15 मिनट क्लोजिंग है, उसके ऊपर मार्केट ये 400 पॉइंट का गैप आपको फिलिंग एरिया देता है. सो ऑलवेज एक चीज याद रखो, फ्रॉम दिस मार्केट, फ्रॉम दिस सेशन इन द फर्स्ट 15 मिनट्स, दैट हम लोगों ने कैंडल पे लॉन्ग नहीं करना, यहाँ पर लॉन्ग नहीं करना, हमने वेट करना है फॉर टू थिंग्स. नंबर वन इज डबल बॉटम, जो मैं आपको आज डिस्कस करूंगा. अदरवाइज द मार्केट हैज टू गो एंड टेस्ट द हायर लेवल्स. वी विल नेवर बाय चीप. हमने वैल्यू खरीदनी है. वी लाइक टू बाय एक्सपेंसिव थिंग्स, बट वी विल नॉट लाइक टू बाय चीप थिंग्स. सो रिमेंबर दिस going forward. And as per our logic also of that one, जो हमारा होता है कि people will put stop losses above the last candles, so हमारा अब long यहीं पे आता है. You can say यहाँ पे आता है, but this is a place, if the market goes above 36,400, which is the last 1 hour candle का high, वहाँ पर shorts trailing will exit. People who are trailing the shorts, any closing above that, they will start to exit, but we will not go long over there. हमारा long वहाँ पे नहीं है. हमारा long तभी आएगा above this area aggressively or above 36,600, जो हमारा एक major support था on Bank Nifty, उसके ऊपर. So this is what has to be done. If I look at a daily chart of Bank Nifty, I believe we have gone below the 20 moving average, and today is the second day we have gone below 20 MA. And today till 2:30 we were above 20 MA, and I sent you a chart also that we are holding 20 MA. So all was doing well, but I don't know what has happened, and that is what I'm saying. The charts have got spoiled. So it is required that this range has to break for a further aggressive movement to start. Because अगर आप अभी चार्ट देखते हो, this candle is called a spinning top. ऊपर का भी शैडो है, नीचे का भी शैडो है, बॉडी इज ऑल्सो देयर, सो स्पिनिंग टॉप है. अब जब तक ये रेंज नहीं ब्रेक करेगा, तब तक मार्केट कोई एग्रेसिव मूव नहीं देगा. व्हिच ब्रिंग्स मी टू द क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इफ द मार्केट डजंट ओपन गैप अप व्हाट इट इज शोइंग? व्हाट इफ द मार्केट ओपन्स फ्लैटिश ओवर हियर? देन इट्स क्वाइट सिंपल. एक चीज हमेशा याद रखना, अभी मार्केट में एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है, मार्केट में भी एक डाउन ट्रेंड है. हम लोगों को लॉन्ग जाने के लिए ट्रेंड को ब्रेक करना है, एंड ट्रेंड विल ओनली ब्रेक इफ इट गिव्स अ डबल बॉटम. जब भी मार्केट में डबल बॉटम आएगा, देन द ट्रेंड विल स्टार्ट टू ब्रेक. बट बिकॉज अभी ट्रेंड चल रहा है, इफ द मार्केट इज ओपनिंग फ्लैट एंड इफ इट स्टार्ट्स टू ब्रेक द लोज और द क्लोजिंग प्राइसेस, automatically selling pressure will come. So also remember this. So depending upon any position that you are in and you want to make in this market, because अभी market में trend है, if you get any flat opening and the market breaks the low or the closing prices, then automatically a selling pressure will come in. ठीक है, all these points are clear. Any doubts till now? मुझे बता दो. Then I will start with our lecture and then I will try to link everything that I'm doing. Okay. Any doubt? Otherwise, please stay clear of the chat. Thank you. So one thing is there which I also keep on thinking कि अगर what if tomorrow I get a good closing, ये भी हो सकता है. What if tomorrow market again, अभी market around 17,000 है. What if tomorrow market goes above 17,200? That will be a good closing for me. मतलब whatever has happened today, because we have not got any absolute closing below 1600, जो भी हुआ था, it is just a sham. That is what it will mean. So then in that case I will again start to sell puts. So be dynamic. एक चीज जरूर बोलूंगा, मैंने एक चीज रेकमेंड आज भी किया था मैं टेलीग्राम इन द लास्ट आफ्टर मार्केट, दैट कल ज्यादा मैं ट्रेड नहीं करूंगा, बिकॉज आई वुड लाइक टू ऑब्जर्व एंड सी दैट व्हाट हैज हैपेंड टुडे इन द लास्ट 30-40 मिनट. इज इट ट्रू और नॉट, और इज इट जस्ट टू शेक पीपल लाइक मी ऑफ. The other thing is, if markets again give a good closing like this, ऐसे ऊपर चले जाता है, then I would again start to sell puts, and above 37,000 I will again start to buy calls. So being dynamic, हमेशा market में एक rule याद रखना, do not be scared to again re-enter a trade. बहुत लोग ये गलती करते हैं, and there are two mistakes I don't like when people do them. And one I've already talked to one of the members here, is that over positioning in a trade. ये कभी मत करना कि यार एक ट्रेड में बहुत पोजिशनिंग कर ली है, मतलब यू गो एग्रेसिव ऑन अ ट्रेड. Always remember that you can be wrong. Whatever you do, whether you are short, long, option selling, hedging, whatever it is, you can always be wrong. So only put that much money in a trade which will allow you to come back tomorrow. अगर आप आज गलत हो गए, आपने कल भी ट्रेड करना है. So make sure your risk, which is defined by the position that you take, is limited to that extent. Secondly is, whenever you face doubt, आपको जब भी अपने पे डाउट हो रहा है, for example what happened today, अगर ये फॉल ऐसा ना आया होता, मैं निकला नहीं होता, बट जब मुझे डाउट होना शुरू हुआ, बाहर निकलता हूँ. whenever you get out, you try to observe all the parameters, because जब तक मैं ट्रेड में हूँ ना, या आप एक ट्रेड में हो, whatever trade it is, you will always think in favor of that trade. नहीं यार ये तो बकवास है, this will reverse, फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But when you get out of the trade because of some confusion, then you see all the parameter, negative क्या है, positive क्या है, then you take a view and then you can again make a view. So this allows you a lot. So होता क्या है, sometimes you have to book a loss, हटना पड़ता है, and then again वापस घुसना पड़ता है, and then again things become okay. So never ever be scared of re-entry. So ये बात एक जरूर है. But anyways, let's start with our today's lecture. आज कुछ important चीजें हैं जो मैं discuss करूँगा. आर्या, I think you have a doubt. Let me just take your doubt first. बताइए please, what's your doubt? You can unmute yourself.